Hey, it's Carl for GuitarBreakdown.com. Today we're checking out a lick by Randy Rhoads. This lick is from the big showcase solo that was in the middle of the show, Suicide Solution track of the tribute album. And the lick, it's a really fun lick. I wanted to show it here because I've always liked these little 2-note per string blues and pentatonic licks. And this particular one has the cool little kick in the rhythm. Okay, so it's based on 16th notes. And the main pattern starts out in A minor pentatonic, A blues. And we're going to go from the 5th position with it. And it's just D, C, A, G. And that's starting on the 3rd string. It'll be 7th, 5th, and then to the 4th string, it'll be 7th, 5th. So it does that once, and then it does the next rotation of those strings, but it just changes the top note to E flat. So then it's going to be from the 8th fret down to C at the 5th fret. Same notes on the 4th string. So that little cycle of 2 beats. Okay, and then it repeats that same thing again, so it makes a full bar of that. So that's 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And the whole time it's alternate picking. If you listen to the record, Randy's picking technique is phenomenal. It's so clean and just jackhammer in your face, amazing. Pure rock. So it's I'm pretty sure he just did straight alternate picking. So it's just start with a downstroke, and if it feels weird to you, don't worry. It felt really weird to me when I first started doing this stuff. It took me a long time to get used to jumping over the strings for these. So what I do, and I kind of noticed that some of the other guys who play this lick do the same thing, like Zach Wild, I see him do this. I tend to push down on the downstroke into the like when I start on the 3rd string, it's like a heavy downstroke that almost comes to rest for just a microsecond on the B string. So I push kind of in towards the pick guard, and then when I come out for the upstroke, I'm actually picking very much like that. So I'm going like, if I turn this way, you can see it. Like down into and out. I'm really exaggerating, but that's what it feels like to me. And that way, when I'm out after bouncing back from the upstroke, I'm able to go to the next string down and do that same thing. It's not real efficient, but it seems to be the best way to get that percussive sound while being somewhat clean. And also, you got to mute a lot when you use this much distortion. So anyway, that let's recap. So we had the first measure. Now there's only one other measure to this thing, and it starts with where the kick and the rhythm happen. So we have, so this little thing here is same notes, but we end up with 4 notes on the G string and then 2 notes on the D string. So if you do your math, you find out that that's not going to be exactly 1 or 2 beats. It's 1.5. So we have. So again, that's gonna. I'll tell you the notes. It's gonna be E flat on the 8th fret of the G string, down to the C, and then to D, the 7th fret, and then back to the C. So on that string, you just have, and then you go back down to the A and the G on the 4th string. So 7th and 5th frets. Okay, now that's 1.5 beats. Now we need another bit to finish this measure, so it's going to be, so it's sort of like the second half of the first phrase. So that's just going to be, or it's actually exactly like it, so it's going to be E flat, so at the 8th fret, down to the 5th on the C, and then to the 4th string, A, G, same notes, so 7th and 5th frets, respectively. Okay, so then, so that gives us, 2.5 beats. So then we have the next part to finish this thing out is just a repeat of the first 1.5 beat phrase, and it'll give us a full 4 beats for a full measure. So we have that whole phrase now, 2 measures. Okay, so he does that in the key of A, and then he moves it up to the key of C. It's the same exact lick. Okay, so it's the same thing, just move it to the 8th position and play exactly the same phrasing. All right, and then to finish the line, he moves it up to the 12th position, and he only plays the first measure of the lick. And so it's just the regular little alternating part of it. I'm sorry, he only plays the first half of the first measure, and then he just moves that chromatically. And at the end, so he moves up from the key of E with that little blues lick, blues scale lick, 1 fret at a time. And when he gets to the last position, when he's back to the key of A where he started, which is relevant because he's coming out of the solo back into Suicide Solution, which was in A. So the very end of it, he doesn't play that phrase. He doesn't play but 1 beat of the phrase, the very first beat of it, and then a bend from the G up to the A on the B string, so that'll be 20th fret, a whole step bend. And he's using one of his Flying V guitars on that, so he's doing the whammy, so can't do it here. But anyway, so that's how that all plays out, and I hope you enjoyed that lick, and you should try breaking it down into a lot of different things, just the elements, and realize that it really makes a real cool, versatile lick, and you can use it as an exercise to try and work out just getting across the strings for those 2-note per string blues and pentatonics, and I'll probably do some more lessons on that particular technique with other types of phrases in the future. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little short lesson, and you can tear it apart and make your own thing out of it and shred it to death. So anyway, join us again on GuitarBreakdown.com very soon. This is Carl Culpepper. See you later.